This is information relating to the video recordings 1 to 14 of what is an absolute scandal of how in Derbyshire on Derby Road in Ripley illegal parking was allowed to proliferate despite the police being told about it between 1998 and 2008 when we left, would you believe, that the same families were still parking illegally despite countless pleas to the police to stop it. Now then, Derby Road in Ripley, a very dangerous main road, on a blind bend with double white lines, which means no parking at any time. The definition of that also including the pavements, which was one of the biggest problems in this area. Cars were mounting pavements, demolishing bollards, accidents were occurring. There was depressions and despoiling of pavements. Underground service covers were collapsing. It was an absolutely calamitous and filthy situation, and highly dangerous for pedestrians as well. Also on this blind bend was a gas subservice station. Now there was a notice on that saying access must be kept clear at all times. It was blocked the best part of 24 hours every day. At the time, Transco was the company that operated gas installations. It's since altered its name. I had long conversations with them, and it emerged that residents had been saying that Transco had given permission to them to park there, which was absolutely untrue. Even the police were saying that Transco owned the land, which was untrue, and that they'd given permission to residents to park in front of this gas subservice station, which was a load of rubbish. And we have fully attested to conversations with Transco executives indicating that fact. And the thing is, obstructing this gas subservice station could have gone sky high, because there are certain little valve covers, pressure valve covers set into the pavement that in case of emergency need immediate access. Now then, so was it illegal? Well, actually there was about 6 different motoring and highway code laws that ordain that fact. But as early as 1998, we have some letters here, as early as 1998, senior members of the Derbyshire County Council Highways Authority were sending letters indicating, such as this one, to the police, to the highest police authorities. I won't zoom in so as to protect the names. Just indicating, this is a letter of September 1998, would you believe, saying that the area of carriageway fronting Derby Road is protected by a double white line system in the centre of the carriageway, and as such, in order to protect visibility, it is illegal for vehicles to park within the highway. The definition of the highway includes the footways, and that copies of this correspondence have been forwarded to the police in 1998 to request that they take enforcement action as soon as possible. All of my video recordings that you see are from 2004, 2005, 2006, years later, with the same families breaking the law at least 15,000 times without being stopped. Need I say more? So that was 1998. And then we have another one from the same department of Derbyshire County Council from 2000. Again, indicating that there's a double white line system in the centre of the carriageway. It's there because visibility is considerably reduced when vehicles park on this blind bend, etc., etc. And it goes on to state that the parking in the vicinity of where we used to live, the house on Derby Road, is likely to be by local residents, and that they'll be fully aware of the restrictions on parking and that it's illegal and are simply disregarding them. This being the case, an increased level of activity by the police should resolve the problem. And it indicates that it is written, this is again Environmental Services Committee, Derbyshire County Council, to, well, let's just say the highest police officer that there is in Derbyshire, indicating to enforce the law. All of my video recordings prove that that never happened. And we had views from Lincolnshire, from Staffordshire, and would you believe the highest police officer in the whole country, his office, it was Sir Ian Blair at the time, the Metropolitan Police, we even wrote to him on this subject, and his representative wrote back saying, yes, it's illegal, yes, the police should stop it, and he was very concerned about what I was saying, and I still have that email to this day. So, That's 2 letters that I've informed you about. Here we have a letter from the highest police officer in the land, written on his behalf, in which it says, quote, that the highest police officer is fully committed to upholding the law, including all aspects of road traffic legislation. So now, what do my videos show? Were they upholding the law or not? In 2003, we have another letter from Derbyshire Constabulary to all residents on Derby Road, indicating that there was going to stop pavement parking. It says this double white line system forbids the parking of any vehicle on any pavement where the restriction exists, and it's become necessary to take action against motorists who do not adhere to the Road Traffic Act. The parking of vehicles on pavements causes partial obstruction to pedestrians, especially disabled persons, and means that vehicles have to mount and dismount the pavement at speed due to the velocity of traffic on the road. This, of course, creates a danger of collision with a passing motorist on each occasion. So now, 2003, every one of the video recordings on YouTube are from a later point than that, and I have 85 of them in total. However, not just video recordings, we have innumerable photographs as well. Let's examine some of these. Right outside our house, there you see our gate, car parked on the pavement, blocking it completely. There is another one right by our wall, on top of underground service covers, which actually collapsed at one point and had to be replaced. And there is another car in the same position. Oh, and lo and behold, here is an almighty lorry on the pavement. Goodness sake. There you can see the double white lines if I zoom in, right next to it. And another car parked on top of underground service covers. And other cars parked right in front of our property. And there we have a lorry parked illegally. You can see some bollards, wonky bollards there. Those went one by one due to vehicles mounting the pavement and parking illegally. There you have vehicles illegally parked. You can see the double white line system. You can see the gas sub-service station. The green installation completely blocked. Another example of that in that photograph. Here we have a car illegally parked and another one blocking someone's driveway across the road from us. Here we have a series of cars on the pavement, churning up the grass verges. Here we have someone having a picnic outside our own house, parked on top of the underground service covers. Another car parked right smack bang in front of our house on the pavement illegally. A whole row of them here. And another lorry. Another car on top of the underground service covers. There you see some of the bollards that have been demolished. The result of cars just mounting the pavement to park illegally. Right in front of our gate, on the pavement, blocking entrance. Whole row of them here, right in front of our house. More cars, blocking our entrance. On the same people that have been breaking the law for 15,000 times at least and still not stopped. Here's a huge lorry, for goodness sake. A huge lorry. Parked on the pavement, quite absurd. And a van and another car. None of it stopped, even though the police were told about it as early as 1998. The law never enforced between then and when we left in 2008.